Capricorns, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Total Tarot and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates or you know it will in the future, because obviously it's not happened yet, please let me know by liking and subscribing. And as always, I'll never reply to your comments, I'll never tell you to message me through WhatsApp or Facebook asking you for money. That is not me doing that, even if it looks like me, even if it says Tiny Total Tarot with my picture, it's still not me. I'll never do that. I'll never ask for money. Please block, report or ignore. Just know it's not me. Let's go with your reading. What is happening for the beautiful Capricorns this week? Ooh. Firstly, you have the Two of Wands. Then you have the Queen of Swords. Then you have the Three of Pentacles. Then you have the Two of Pentacles. So as always, I'll talk you through these cards first and then clarify and get more out of them. I was just thinking there's no majors. I was like, this is a bit like plain for you. But then you have Death on the bottom to go around the whole thing. So there's a big rebirth, there's a big transformation, there's a big rising from the ashes happening. It's just not being seen. On the outside, that's not what you're paying attention to, because it's almost like it doesn't need. You don't need to address something that's already happening. You don't need to bring awareness to something that is already very prominent and that you're already aware of. Whereas this is actually bringing stuff out that you're not paying enough attention to, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know what I'm rambling about. Anyways, Two of Wands. Two of Wands is choosing. Two of Wands is this way or that way. Stay or go. This job or this job. This person or this person. It's a choice between two. I'm getting the energy of wanting to tell you, if you're not sure which way to go, it's probably a different direction completely. If you've got two different people in front of you and you're single and you're like, oh, I don't know which one I like more, it's probably going to be someone completely different. It's somebody, if you're not sure, it's neither. Sorry, hate to break it to you, but sometimes I just feel as if we can get so like caught up in going, ooh, which one's for me, this one or this one? And it's like, well, just because you have two options in front of you, it might be neither. But our brains go, oh, okay. And it goes puzzle to fix. Which would fit better? Which would fit me better? Which this and this and this? Which job works better for me? There's two in front of me, okay. And you're so busy figuring it out. You're so busy. Your mind's going into like overdrive, figuring out what would fit you best, theoretically. Meanwhile, the universe is going to send something completely different and just to kind of shock you. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is this energy of you're saying things as they are. You're not... What's the saying? I don't know what the saying is. You've got the words, but I don't. Like, there's something where you're able to say things as they are. It's almost that energy of like when you practice an argument in the shower and you're almost like, oh, I wish I'd said this, 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 this and this. You are doing that. You're naturally, if you get in a dispute with anyone or if you get in a conversation with anyone, you're able to articulate your words, your thoughts, your feelings very, very clearly as if you've practiced it. Someone could say to you, did you practice that? Because that just, and you're like, no, I'm just a genius. I'm just brilliant. There's something where your words are going to really work for you. You're very much like your brain and your tongue are somewhat in sync, and you're not going to stutter. You're not going to... some of you watching this actually have a stutter and you have a speech or something to give, and you're going to shock yourself because you're not going to stutter as much as you think you are, if at all. There's something where you'll go, oh. And it's just because you're not like, you're not putting pressure on yourself. You're not like, I'm not going to stutter. You're just almost as if like accepting, I'll probably stutter. And then you go for it and you don't. Like you're fine if you're fine if you stutter on your words. You're not going to stop speaking. You're aware that the whole point is that you get the message across, not how loudly, not how clearly. As long as people hear what you have to say and listen, you aren't actually worried about whether you stutter. And like I say, you're taking the pressure off, and then you don't. You're going to find yourself speaking very clearly. Three of Pentacles. Do you know, I actually also want to go back. Some of you, there's something about a run or a marathon that you're doing, and it's like you're actually just focused on finishing. You just want to get to the finish line, whether you crawl, whether you walk, whether you run. You're so focused on just going, I just want to complete it. And you're actually going to place really high. You're actually going to do very well. and because you're not putting pressure on yourself to do well, you're just like, I'll see how it goes, I just want to participate and I just want to make it to the finish, and you're gonna actually succeed with flying colours, and do much better than you anticipate, basically. But it's all about, like, you're not putting pressure on yourself this week. That's like the overall message here. You're just wanting to do the best you can. Three of Pentacles is collaboration, working with someone, doing something special. I don't know what that's about. Like, you're doing, it's the reason why, or it's like there's something prominent about, like, it's not about what you're going to get out of something, it's about what you're going to give to something. So this collaboration, this project, is more about what you're doing for it, rather than what you're gaining, which is really nice. It's very much Six of Pentacles could come out, which would be more like charity and helping and doing good for the sake of doing good. But it's like with the collaboration with Three of Pentacles, you're doing really, really good work. It's really nice because a lot of people, most people only try their best to do something really well when they're going to get something out of it. And you're doing something really well even if you're not going to get the credit. Even if no one's going to see it, you're just choosing to do it well for the sake of doing it well, for the sake of doing a good job, for the sake of, I don't know, it's like there's something where it's the meaning behind something more than the actual what you're doing. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is juggling. Two of Pentacles can be being quite busy. You've got two things going on at once, two things you're tackling. There's something where it's interesting because you have Two of Wands at the start as well. So it's almost like you're choosing between two and then you decide to do both. Right? I said there's something where you're so busy looking and going, oh, which option fits me better? This or this? This or this? And I said it's going to surprise you what actually happens, of the universe is going to shake things up. It might not be another option. It might be the fact that you realise you can juggle both. You can do both. I'm probably, hopefully, not talking about people. I hope you're not juggling two people unless, you know, whatever floats your boat. No judgment. I'm judging you. I am. But there is Two of Pentacles of juggling, so I feel like it's around work for a lot of you. Pentacles being stability, of you doing two things at once, working on two projects at once, having two jobs going, having a side hustle. I'm not sure, but you're thinking you have to choose this or that, and there's going to be a way for you to actually chug along. Why did that come through? You're going to be able to chug along nicely, and have two projects going at once. Clarify the Two of Wands. You have the Eight of Cups, walking away from what's not quite good enough. There's more out there, there's better out there for you. If you don't have to accept you don't have to accept less than what you deserve just because it looks like that's all that's on the menu. You can obviously go to a different restaurant, you can move on, you can seek more or accept nothing rather than something that isn't quite for you. I feel like you're choosing to value yourself enough to walk away from options that aren't filling your cup, from people, from hobbies, from, I don't know, there's just something with the Eight of Cups where you're walking away. I love the Eight of Cups for the energy it embodies of just look how good I look as I walk away from you. Look how good I look as I walk away from everything that was never meant for me in the first place. It's almost like a test from the universe of, are you going to accept this? This person that is like really cool, this person that's really great, but they're just not quite your person and you can feel it in your bones. Are you going to accept them anyways, or are you going to know that you deserve more and walk away? And then you're walking away, you're like, yep, I deserve more, I deserve better, I deserve better in general. You'll notice your whole life actually vibrationally always like jumps up the second you don't settle for less than what you know, like, and I just mean like if you're walking away from friendships or a lover or spending your time doing anything that doesn't feel like it's in alignment with yourself, if you're walking away from that, you'll actually see lots of other areas of your life improve the second you have the like, it just feels like it's taking you a lot of courage to walk away from something or someone in knowing no matter what it wasn't for you to begin with. Clarify the Queen of Swords. You have the Eight of Pentacles and the Magician. Okay. The interesting thing is you've got Eight of Pentacles, which is work. The Magician. I love this card in this particular tarot deck. It makes me think of Ratatouille for some reason. Obviously all these cards are food, but like this one in particular, I don't know why, it just makes me think of Ratatouille, and I love that movie so much. So there's something here with the Eight of Pentacles, the Magician. Where I was going with all that was, in Ratatouille, the main theme of the movie, for me at least, is anyone can cook. Anyone can cook, no matter whether you're a rat or a human. Anyone can cook, anyone can do what they want to do, anyone can become what they want to become. And there's something around your work where you are just doing what you want to do. You can become what you want to become purely just because you believe in yourself and can see yourself doing it. That is all you need. With the Queen of Swords there is something where you might have to use your words and stick up for yourself and be a bit blunt and say things as they are. Whether that's to family, friends, co-workers, or anyone around you, that anyone that's trying to install doubt upon you of like, oh, you want to do that? But do you think that's a good idea? Are you capable of doing that? At your age? Should you be doing that? And there's like the Magician and the Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. You're just going to fire back and go, why not? Why can't I? Watch me. Watch me, bitch. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is my most like loving of all the cards. She's very much like maternal, very loving, very empathetic. So you're embodying this energy right now of love. You're giving love, you're feeling love to all around you. Three of Pentacles being collaboration, could be someone you're working with. You could be working with your partner, or you could be working with someone you're working with will become your partner, or there's just something about creating something with another person. But there's a lot of love, there's a lot of, why am I getting acceptance? There's a lot of acceptance and patience within each other of just seeing what you can create, seeing what you can build together, because you're very aware you both have very much like high expectations of yourself in whatever you do, whatever you create, whatever you work on. You hold yourselves to a high degree usually. But there's this playful energy around this. Like I said, there's no pressure. There's no pressure you're putting on yourself this week. So it's like when you actually take the pressure off yourself of being perfect, of making everything right, and this person does the same, it gives you a lot more freedom to make mistakes, freedom to do and see what progress you can make. It's that energy of, I say this a lot, but it's like, now that you don't have to be perfect, you can be good. And it's like you and someone else are giving this space and acceptance to each other of not having to be perfect, but just creating something good. Creating something good together. I don't know what it's about, but there's also love involved, so this could just be about you and someone else's relationship progressing really easily and nicely, because there's no pressure on it having to be perfect. You're very accepting and patient with each other to make mistakes and then go, haha, moving on. I wonder what mistake we're going to make next. Like, there's no expectation of we're going to be a perfect couple, we're going to do everything right, we're going to be better than all the others. Like, it's just this freedom of we're just going to be as happy as we can be and enjoy everything and love each other as much as we can. And there's just this patience within that. There's this beautiful energy. If you're in this connection already, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you're single, there is this very free energy coming in. Which is interesting, because as I'm saying that, a lot of you are going to interpret me saying a free energy as being single. But if you're single, there's a very freeing energy coming in, where someone actually allows you to feel the most freest you've felt. Even when being single, you didn't feel as free as you'll feel when you're with this person. Which is interesting, because I'm just realizing, like, a lot of us have this energy that when you're with someone, you're no longer free. Why is that? It's like you're chained to them. It's like you're suddenly not free to be. But yeah, you're going to feel more free with each other than you do alone. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. You have the Sun, happiest card in the deck, joy, childlike freedom, and the Queen of Wands, passion, talent, skill. I can't handle that. That's so beautiful. You're able to like do both. You can be happy and free and joyful And it's just a lot of healing with the Sun card, but just a lot of joy, childlike joy within you and your talents, your passions, getting to show the world what you're capable of. Two of Pentacles here being juggling. Some of you thought for some reason that to struggle and just like hustle really hard and struggle really hard and work really hard would bring success and talent, and there's something where you're actually leaning into really letting yourself enjoy the process of something you're creating, something you're trying really hard to embody, something like this, because the whole grounding of this was the Death card, the rebirth, the rising from the ashes. There's like a whole new level you're reaching. Most people think, oh, you have to hustle and you have to try really hard, and you do, but that doesn't mean you can't enjoy that. It doesn't mean you have to do that completely alone, completely isolated, completely in the dark, not enjoy the process. You're gonna somehow hustle and become very much like the person you've always wanted to be. There's talent there, there's skill there, there's pride. There's gonna be pride and joy in becoming who you are, but you're like enjoying the becoming. You're enjoying the becoming rather than like the finish line. Rather than going, oh yeah, like I'll be happy when I succeed. You're actually going, oh, I'm happy watching myself improve every day. I'm happy seeing myself get better. Like there's no, you're not waiting to be happy. With the Two of Pentacles, you're enjoying the juggle. You're enjoying the playing and the juggling of balancing your life and keeping this up and keeping that up, and not like cracking under pressure, because you're not putting yourself under pressure. You're enjoying seeing yourself. I don't know, it feels like the opposite of what people expect to be successful. You're doing the opposite. You're doing things out of the norm. You're doing things differently. You're like, I refuse to put myself under pressure. I refuse to make myself bully myself into succeeding. I refuse to like criticize myself. There's no constructive criticism. It's just pure like constructive kindness or something. I don't know, that's kind of cheesy, but in the past you would criticize yourself and be like, no, it's constructive. I need to do that in order to become the best version of myself. I need to beat myself up and find all the flaws and find all the things that need fixing. Whereas now you're focusing on like what your gifts are. What's your actual like, what's your strengths? What are your strengths? What are your talents? What are your skills? And seeing them improve. And then anything about yourself that you're told, oh, you need to fix that, you need to change that, you're just ignoring it. And I know, again, that's probably not the way to go. A lot of people that like you need to focus on your weakest point and all that jazz. I don't really care. You're going, that didn't work for me in the past. Focusing on my weakest point just made me feel weaker. So I'm going to actually just focus on my strengths. And if someone tells me to focus on my weak points, I'll tell them I'm doing it. Yep, that's what I'm doing, I'm fixing that. But I'm going to focus on highlighting my strengths within myself, building myself up, feeling better and better. There's a lot of joy, a lot of exposure as well you're bringing to your talents. There could be a talent or a skill or something like that that you've had, some job even, something that, like a role you had, nobody got to see it. Nobody got to see it, nobody knows about it. And with the Sun here, it's going to be brought to light. You like secretly have this whole other life no one knows about or you don't speak about, and you're going to get to bring it to like the spotlight. Notice that that's the first time I've coughed all day. Like there's definitely something where your throat, your ability to talk about something is coming back. I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you know it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Tarot Tuesdays.